Alright everybody, today we are looking at a set of Sony WH-1000XM5 headphones, and we're going to do an earpad installation. The first thing you want to do is a pre-installation, and you're going to want to look at how these actually attach. One of the biggest things with these earpads that I noticed is that the actual clips on the earpads that stick into the earphone, they break off quite easily. So whether that's because it's just an old set of headphones because I bought these used, or if it's just because they're just not made well, I'm unsure. So when you do take the earpads off, you might have some broken clips. The earpads can still attach okay, but you're gonna have to put on the new earpads, most likely, because there could be some broken clips and it might not attach. You never know. Okay, looking on the back of the earpad, you can see there are clips. There was one there, there was one there, and there's those ones. And you also have these little plastic pegs that stick out. The plastic pegs align with two holes on the inside of the earphone, one there, and then the clips go into places that look like that. One right there. So it's pretty straightforward to actually take them off and put them in, because you just have to align everything. Important to note that the earpads are specific to each side, because when you go to put on one earpad, you'll notice that the pegs are the right ear has the right ear versus the left ear pad will have the pegs in different positions. So this peg will be lower and this one will be higher on one ear pad, and then the other one will look like this. So you do have to match it to the correct side. Okay, removing the ear pads, pretty straightforward. Just turn them over like this. You're going to grip the side of the earphone. Make sure that when you grip it, you're gripping the housing on the outside. And also when you come to the left earphone, there's buttons here. You don't want to press any of these buttons while gripping, because there's a chance you'll break them by pushing too hard. So make sure you watch your fingers. So I'm going to start at the bottom. You don't need any special tools. You can just pull them off basically because they're attached with clips. So you're just going to grab it and you're going to basically squeeze the ear pad and the phone, and then holding the outside of the earphone, and you're just going to pull up and out. Now, because I'm missing a couple clips on this ear pad, it came off a lot easier, and maybe it will, so you will have to pull with medium force. As you can see, some of the clips do stick quite well. So now we have this here is our left ear pad. Oops. This is our left ear pad. You can see that the peg is at the top here and at the bottom there. So when you go to put it in, it lines up with the peg that's at the top right there, and the one that's down low right there. And then when you look at the right one, you're going to have the peg on the bottom and the peg on the top, and the peg, oops, no. Top, bottom. Alright, so installing them, all we're going to do is align these pegs. So I know I have the correct side because I'm going to look at the peg holes there and there. And look at the pegs here. When I flip it over, they align. And then obviously, if you can align these two pegs right here, you will be able, these clips will align in place, and you just have to put them in. And you just go around and push in. I just hug the back of the earphone like that. I push in all the way around, and you can hear it clicking into place, and then they're in. There. So it is done and dusted. They are very straightforward, but obviously you can break the clips. So, but if you have new earpads, you're obviously going to have a whole fresh new set of clips anyway, so it shouldn't matter. Monty says, test your headphones now. Scan the QR code or use the link to sign up and test your headphones.